Hello, this is Patrick Ness. I am very happy to be a guest today on Pewter Wolf. I have been told to say hi, Andrew, but I think, if you're called Pewter Wolf, you should just go with Pewter Wolf for your whole life. Like, it should be on your driver's license and your, change your birth certificate kind of thing. So I'm going to go, hi, Pewter Wolf. And I've got a couple questions from Pewter Wolf. And so hope you like the answers. And the first question is, I was told to do this naturally, but I think this actually makes it a bit more sense, because, it's obvious that I'm reading from a paper, but he's actually sent them in. We're actually communicating, and I know him from Twitter, and I know the avatar on Twitter, their shoes, I think. So, not only do you tackle mental health in The Rest of Us Just Live Here, you tackle it in More Than This and Up to a Point A Monster Calls. I was curious over why you think this is important to tackle and talk about. Well, I think important is a dangerous word for fiction, especially for teen fiction, because it starts to suck up all the air when you call something important, when you say that something is important, and you start paying attention to it rather than the story you want to tell. And it's not that I'm sitting down thinking, this is important with a capital I, therefore I need to write about it. What's happening is the opposite. I sit down and I think, this is a story I want to tell, and I'm going to tell whatever the story needs. And, the internal life of a human being is a fascinating thing, because I think we're all kind of messed up. I think we're kind of charmingly, sweetly messed up. And to admit that and to share that and to explore that, I think is one of the most human things you can do in a story. So I don't think of it as sitting down to tackle a important with a capital I issue. I just think of trying to tell a human story as truthfully as I can, and those are the things that come up. So hope that makes sense. I wasn't trying to dodge. I promise. How did you get the balance between Mikey's OCD, Mel's eating disorder, and their father's alcoholism without making the book feel like an issue book? Well, it does sound like an issue book when you put it like that all together. But again, it's trying to reflect the truth of a life. It's trying to. If you think about your own life and you think about what's in it, you think about the things that have happened to your uncle or to your best friend or to your neighbor's daughter. These are not uncommon things in life. They're not things that are alien to almost anyone. And so to accurately portray a life, you have to accurately portray the things that happen to people in real life. So for me, it's never a question of balance. It's just a question of what does the story, what makes it the most true? How would these characters react to one another? And it's certainly, the balance is just by making those often background, because foreground is how people talk. Foreground is how people love one another. Foreground is the jokes they tell each other. So things like the issues and stuff, well, they're facts. They're facts like where they live, and they're facts like how old they are and what they're going through. They're important, but they're not quite primary except when they have to be, if you see what I mean. So that's, I suppose that's how I do it. I don't think about it. I just think about what's true. And finally, your thing says, one last question, mountain lions with a question mark, which isn't really a question. It's just a noun that you've put there. Mountain lions. I think mountain lions are cool. I think mountain lions are beautiful. I think mountain lions they're particularly western in the US, which is where I'm from, and they're seriously dangerous, but so cute. And that's a really hilarious combination. Mountain lions are cool. I'm really, really happy about having mountain lions in a book, because it feels like nobody else does. So, mountain lions are awesome. So, so great. And thank you to Pewter Wolf, who I will continue to call Pewter Wolf, for these. And it's nice to actually discuss something with you, Pewter Wolf, because I see you all the time on Twitter. And so, one of the cool ways that the world brings us all together, the internet rather than, doesn't always just make us mad and show us pictures of cats. Sometimes it shows us pictures of llamas. So, thanks very much.